morning, good afternoon, good evening, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. I bring you bonge news. Kenneth Okonkwo. I don't know whether I really want to make this matter end though. The way he was talking today, he was talking with so much alacrity and so much confidence. Like, say the lawsuit where Peter Obi knock out, like it's not a serious matter. Me, I've been begging, I've been asking for forgiveness that Peter Obi should have mercy on the young man. But the way the young man is talking is that he's talking with so much alacrity, like nothing they happen, nothing they share. I don't want a situation where we say tomorrow I'll come to hear a manapol akwa sarami fa otunge share got here. Andy, ni kpata nwunye ga na nzukọ ọzọ enwo maybe wetu go there na Andy mi bịa kọta n'Ọnịcha na nzukọ ọzọ akpachie gị by force. Because I don't understand the way he was talking like there was no utterances made that has warranted Peter to be in suing him. But if you all will watch this video, because me, I don't like talking too much to make it not be lesson of my mouth. I like it when you hear from the horse's mouth. Because when I read the whole body language, I did see a little bit of now I got calm down, now hustle we did. Because when the man that was interviewing him now said, you guys are brother, he said, yeah, he's my brother. Even when he was in this thing, I spoke for him. I don't want to talk too much. I don't like talking too much. Because if I talk now, to be as if I'm the one talking. I would like you all to watch this complete interview and tell me what you think about this interview, because I see a young man that is using morale to cover fear. To me, but please, it is better you say, bros, senior man, I am sorry. And I don't understand this way they say, you don't turn this on entertainment industry. He has been calling Atiku a talent discoverer. I don't understand though. Atiku is not discovering talents. He has discovered the person of Andy Okeke. Well, maybe Peter Obi did not really see the talent in Mr. Andy Okeke. That's why maybe the fracas. But all the same, Mr. Andy Okeke, if you don't talk something we no really there right as against your former boss, I will advise you, no con they use Grigrio, because I don't know who con they. I know that Paul. I know that another Paul on the way they beat negative drum. They tell you say all is well, all is well. All might not be well, though. I know you're a lawyer. I'm only giving you my own professional advice from my own chambers. Come and look this matter very well, though. May they not deceive you. Ask your Nene colleagues how far this matter, except now then be the Paul in your life. Now we don't they tell you one or two. But I know one here say a man Paul akwa seremifa. Please, I would like you all to just watch this video. Listen to him. Let us know your own opinion after you have finished watching this video.
Tonight, I'm being joined by a man who is just newly appointed as a spokesperson of the Atiku campaign organization, Mr. Kenneth Okonkwo. Is live for us here in Asuro. It's a pleasure having you join us tonight.
Thank you very much, and thank you viewers at home for joining us.
We understand that you're supposed to be served the suit between you and Mr. Peter Obi based on the criminal defamation.
Oh well, I always hear whatever they are doing first and foremost from the social media, because they are just social media presidential candidates, social media account followers. So I heard it on social media, and I'm sure whenever I receive it, I'll let you know.
Because I understand that it's a substituted service that that the court has granted them to serve you by subsidiary means.
Good, and that's the whole falsehood about this. Because when you claim subsidiary service, you will have to go into an affidavit to say you have tried to serve the person personally and you did not get the person. I remember in one of the writ of someone that I saw on social media, they listed one of my properties in Enugu as the address. And they know where I stay, in Abuja. These are the people who were together in the presidential legal team together. They know where to get me. And they are talking about using an address in Enugu. And they went to, in my own opinion, must have perjured, because they say they've tried to serve me. I kept people there to look for their service anytime they will come. And so they went on that falsehood to go to the courts to get an order to make substitute service. The whole idea of trying to use the address in Enugu is to do that falsehood. You know where I stay, in Abuja. So why all this social media noise making?
No ounce of service or no ounce of notice have you got from the court about this matter? Everything
from the court.
From the court, directly
no,
or indirectly,
Yes.
It's been on social media all along.
It's been on social media, but
this legal tussle and this legal battle has been on social media.
All along. The pre-action notice, they put it on social media before they served me in my phone. And even though I could have objected to the mode of service, I accepted it and replied. But from the court, I've not received anything.
Are you ready for this battle?
There's no battle at all. This is just a joke. I told people that this is a calculated attempt to gag me, to cow me, to intimidate me, to harass me. I have been a public affairs analyst from 2009. I stand by everything that I said. As a matter of fact, I've not even said it the way it is. The NDC aspirants on daily basis, they keep saying and repeating what they told me publicly. A lot of them are in courts. A lot of them have even gone to magistrate court to institute a criminal complaint from Imo State. And it was NDC that said that Peter Obi and the caucus leaders were the people that organized the primary in Southeast. And of course, you know, Section 42 forbids you to make a rule and discriminatorily apply it to a geopolitical zone or people based on place of origin. The aspirants from the Southeast were told to pay 10 million naira and 20 million naira by NDC, led by the caucus leaders in the Southeast, which NDC identified. And I just came here to say what is already out there in the public. And they say you're being defamed. Defamed for what? Did you not hear what Aisha Yusuf said? Did you not hear what Seraka Dixon said? Seraka Dixon said that him and Peter Obi offered Aisha Yusuf the ticket of the House of Representatives so that she will abandon the Senate. For the way for that they use the word offer. Section 125, subsection 1A of the Electoral Act makes that bribery and corruption. In the law, stated offer to induce somebody to ensure the return of another candidate. And whenever you write a result, you have offended section 119, subsection 1A of the Electoral Act. And I'm just pointing out, exposing what is happening in NDC, and you are telling me defamation, then the whole idea of defamation has to be redefined.
Your statement as a betrayal of trust, and perhaps you're still doubling down on what will cost you a very heavy lawsuit if you are found guilty.
Sorry. That is a civil proceeding. So the issue of being found
guilty. Is it not a criminal defamation or is it a civil defamation?
No, it's just a civil.
It's a civil defamation. Okay,
civil, empty. Look, these people make noise, but I wouldn't tell you what we're going to do. Let them go to Atlantic Ocean. We will meet them there. What's the whole idea of going to Onitsha? You are in Abuja. It was in this studio that I said what I said. I live in Abuja. Everything is here in Abuja. You want to run to Onitsha. That shows the malevolence that they bring to their practice of law. Because in law, you are supposed to act in utmost good faith. But you know what? Bring them on.
You are ready.
Anytime.
Well, quickly, I mean, because that's not really the business why we're here. You don't feel a sense of disloyalty for someone you were this close to. One, you spoke for him. Two, 3, you are from the same region and ethnic stock. Don't you think is a high level of disloyalty? A lot of your clans people are saying, why are you going after your man that is highly respected within the Southeast?
Okay, let's put it this way.
Her sister tied her to a tree and poured honey over her body. Then she broke a beehive open. The sky.
Every campaign is for a season. I worked for Peter Obi 2023. That was the duty. That was the job. And I did it effectively well. And we concluded it. I was on throughout the legal process until it was concluded. So my job was finished. And I still rolled over to be doing things pro bono for him. It was a volunteer job. I did it free of charge. And then, as a public affairs analyst that I have been from 2009, before I ever met Peter Obi, I proceeded with my job. You were one of the earliest interviewers that interviewed me in July 2024 when I said I wasn't speaking for him anymore because he's not decisive. I've seen in him certain qualities that will make him unfit to be the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. I made it public. By then, I had finished my job with him. But in order for the people to know that I am not speaking for him anymore, I made it public. And I went my own way. And I was doing my own job. You know what? He was the one who betrayed me. I talked about Atiku Abubakar here on this studio much more than I would even talk about Peter Obi. And people were telling Atiku Abubakar, this young man that is getting close to you, are you aware of what he said to you? Abubakar said, I am looking at this young man. I am seeing the value in him and his tenacity to bring about a great Nigeria. That is what I am seeing. And if I have the opportunity, I'll bring him in to bring that value to Nigeria. Look at a man, a talent discoverer, that discovered Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala, that discovered Professor Charles Soludo, that discovered El-Rufai. You knew how Abuja was before he came in, and he transformed El-Rufai. What Atiku Abubakar is looking at is not what you said about him, because he knows that his desire for Nigeria is not about him, but what value are you bringing in? I had not even done anything for Atiku Abubakar, but he insisted. I've seen something in this young man. When I talked against him, he did not go to Adamawa. He did not go to Jada to bring frivolous suit against me. But this is somebody I worked for, did everything, stayed in the court for months, and I am free doing my job. And you're running to Onitsha to bring frivolous defamation suit against himself, not me. Who is now the betrayer? Who is disloyal? Assuming without considering I even did something wrong. So that is how he would have treated me.
Should he have kept quiet and look at you, look on as you defame him and you say things about him, unprintable things about him? You continue to discredit him. Is that fair? Is it not going through a legal means to be able to?
Is your word.
Because that's the allegation in court, that you were defaming him.
I sat down here, gave you the names of the people that told me things. I did not even say the way it is. I was still trying to show.
Some of them are denying.
When you have something written down, you know what the court said? You know what the law says? Oral evidence cannot be adduced to contradict a written document. I have them with me. At the appropriate time, everybody will go and answer for his crimes, for his offenses, and for his denials. And so there is no defamation at all. I told you that a lot of people have said worse things about him. You know what he said? No, I don't want to see them. They are faceless. So your intention is to destroy people who have face. Your intention is to destroy any Southeast person, a bright person arising from the Southeast. So other people that are faceless, you won't go after them. But the people that are adding value, you want to go after them. Bring him on. Let him come.
What if you lose this case?
I will not lose it, because there's no case at all.
Really?
Yes.
Are you being confident because you're a
It's
lawyer?
not being...
Are you?
Yes, I am a lawyer. I know the things I said. First and foremost, I was briefed by a client. Second and foremost, I'm a public affairs analyst. third and foremost, I am a citizen of Nigeria that's under a legal duty to expose corruption and crime anywhere I find it and wherever I find it. I have been a columnist since 2019, and I have the right, even as a columnist, not even to disclose my source of information, provided I can justify that it's true. Is it in contest that NDC aspirant from Southeast, we are told to pay 10 million naira for House of Rep, 20 million naira for Senate? Do you know in Enugu State, where I come from, 99 persons contested for the House of Rep. That's 990 million naira. 98 persons in Imo State contested for House of Rep alone.
And that's not the money for the forms?
It is not the money for expression of forms. It's not the money for the nomination. And their own guideline is that you pay just for expression of interest form. And after you have won, then they will take.
And all of these people spoke to you.
Sometimes it gets so intense. It's like you're in the field.
People spoke to you.
Not all of them, but the 99 members was broadcasted by NDC.
What is your ultimate aim around Peter Obi? Do you want to, you are happy to bring him down, or what exactly, what exactly do you gain?
I've just been appointed the spokesperson of Atiku Abubakar, and it's inconsequential, whatever he's doing with his life. If we may proceed to more important issues, I want to talk about contenders.
But the question
in
I'm
2027,
asking you,
I don't want to talk about pretenders.
Who are those?
Are you bringing down somebody that's already down? What are you doing? Please proceed with other issues.
Can anyone trust
Mr.
Okonkwo, for example? You spoke about Bola Tinubu.
Yes.
You spoke about Peter Obi.
Yes.
You spoke about how can Atiku trust you? How can Nigerians trust you that you won't betray Atiku Abubakar the way you have betrayed Bola Tinubu, betrayed Peter Obi?
Good. I have not even worked with Atiku Abubakar, so where's the betrayal?
You have just started.
No, that's what I'm saying. I have not even worked with Tinubu. I said I don't like same-pay ticket.
You said said a lot of things about Tinubu on the stage, on the podium.
Absolutely,
you
and
were
I'm still
literally
saying,
the MC of APC.
And I am still saying it, standing by it. Let me tell you, you know what Atiku Abubakar said in the letter of appointment? This appointment confirms the confidence I repose in your integrity, in your public communication skills, in your political judgment, in your all the goodies anybody can say. He's a man that knows that I can never betray, by the grace of God, anybody I have worked with.
But you betrayed Peter Obi, don't you? You work for Peter
He
Obi.
betrayed himself. I just told you how he betrayed me.
Because you were the first who denounced him publicly.
The first that denounced him publicly.
You were between both of you, you were the first who came out to say you don't trust him. He's not resolute. He's not consistent, and you said so many things.
Okay,
about
now
him.
let's look at it this way. How many times do employees fire their bosses? It takes a man of principle to do that.
So you fired Peter Obi, did not fire you?
That's your words. I just made a public statement. And Sheung, if you don't have any other thing to say in this program, let us consider it done.
You're done with talking about Peter Obi?
Because he's not relevant.
Why does he agitate you?
How? You are the one that is agitated.
No, I'm not. I'm just asking.
I've asked you now 3 times for us
Is it
to
a possible success of Peter Obi?
Hold on. I've asked you for 3 times to proceed.
Yeah, I'm gonna
to another topic.
You know
you know what? You are the one that is fixated. You are the one that is fixated.
The political disagreement within Igbo land has stalled the progress of allowing any Igbo man become president in this country, and you don't think this is a trace of it?
I can tell you that the quality of leadership of a people determines the rate of their progress. I've always told you that the success democratically of a people depends on how they are able to cohere among themselves and collaborate with other people. There is no doubt that when a people are not united, when they are not in peace, it will impede their tendency and their capability to govern.
Let me ask you, this is your appointment. How much did you work hard for it? They say you lobbied so hard for it. And there are a lot of pictures of you around Atiku Abubakar's corridor at his balcony. And the thinking is that you must have been having sleepless nights and having night vigils at Atiku Abubakar until the man just bestow and have mercy upon you to give you the appointment.
Well, I really thank God for his grace. I've heard so many things too. I've heard that I went to Peter Obi to ask for rent for a duplex. He said, oh, no, we'll give you for a flat. And I went to Atiku. And then he still gave me the one for flat. And I laughed. You know why? The same person that's talked about the rent, the first thing he said is that I went to Peter Obi to ask to become the publicity secretary of a failed political party. When he did not click, he now said I went to Peter Obi to ask for rent. By 1994 in Lagos, I packed into my own duplex, which as a young man of 20, I rented myself, 5 Cobham Street, Lagos, and I lived there for 14 years. When I came to Abuja, I couldn't start living in duplex again. I started building mansions to the glory of God. The issue here is this. Let me be doing my job, let them be talking. The whole idea is that Atiku Abubakar is a talent discoverer. I met him the first time March 1st, 2025, when he graciously sent for me, and I went to meet him, and we talked. Pleasant man who is looking for the good of Nigeria, and we kept relating since then. I didn't want to make the mistake I made first. I said this time around, I'm going to know people on a closer note before I talk with them and talk for them. And at the end of the day, he made up his mind that this is the value adder. And you know what? Atiku Abubakar, when I met him the first time and he told me his vision for this country, I was captivated. Because vision is the mental picture of a preferred future. I now see that this great man has a vision to foster a united, secure, and prosperous Nigeria, where and in which every citizen can live a happy, healthy, and productive life. From this, his vision, you can see that his agenda is very, very easy to distill, which includes unity, security, which includes economic prosperity, education, health, and which includes restructuring. This restructuring is the one that touches me most. But in order to achieve these things, Atiku Abubakar is of the opinion that his mission will be to provide appropriate political leadership to implement his developmental agenda and to facilitate the realization of his vision. He understood from day one that no matter how good a manifesto is, no matter how good the laws of the land are, no matter how good your own program is, without effective leadership, it will come to naught. Our problem in this country is implementation. Enough of all these words. Atiku Abubakar is going to be a man of action. That is what his mission is. And his agenda will be adequately fulfilled. In 1999 to 2007, Atiku Abubakar did it with Olusegun Obasanjo. All the things they set out to achieve. He was the head of the economic team. And after discovering all these people, Nigeria was owing about $40-something billion. Atiku Abubakar being the head of the economic team with Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala that he discovered. They were not borrowing more to put us into slavery. They took us out of debt. And before they left, we were no longer indebted to any country. From 40 billion to zero. Economy. In the economy, we were moving graciously, becoming the most powerful economic nation in Africa. In security, you dare not do anything when they were there. Because you're given a job, you do it. You don't do it, you're gone. This is Atiku Abubakar, the man, the winner at all times.
Let me ask you,
I have been making videos on YouTube for months, but I am not reaching 1,000 subscribers, not 4,000.
This case today that we saw with the ADC, but this is not the end of it. But this is just one of the several cases.
This is the end of this case.
The litany. I mean,
Yes.
this can go on.
And you know, we were a country that is based on judicial precedent. And judicial precedent means that the judgment from this case is persuadable to other judges. It has persuadable power to all the other judges that have cases of similar nature. The whole idea of the judgment is that the issue of leadership is the internal affairs of a political party, and the court does not have jurisdiction to entertain it. Every other case we have in court is linked to our leadership and our internal affairs. So obviously the courts do not have any jurisdiction to entertain them. So the cases are dead.
Well, what happens to the rest of the case? Because there are those who fear that those legal issues might stop the ADC from success. Because at the end of the day, there is a possibility of truncating the chance of ADC seeing its opportunity to be on the ballot to the very end. And thereby, someone like Atiku Abubakar and Rotimi Amechi might not, at the end of the day, be on the ballot.
Figments of your imagination. The whole idea of Electoral Act 2026 is to try to legislate the opposition out of existence. And we resisted APC and their failed National Assembly. They now want to use all this litigation to litigate us out of existence. We resisted them and they are falling like pack of cards. Atiku Abubakar is going to contest 2027 and he'll be the next president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. I warned earlier that all the opposition leaders, all the opposition political parties must have to come together in order to win Tinubu and APC outrightly. I did warn that any of the opposition leader or party that leaves the coalition, you're making yourself vulnerable. We did our due diligence more than 18 months before we unveiled ADC. I was there. I participated in it. And of course, you know that if I saw anything as a lawyer, I would have objected to it and I would not be part of it. The due diligence was done. 2nd July, it was unveiled. 29 July, the National Executive Committee dissolved itself, led by Ralph Mosu. Can you imagine? The chairman and the required majority from the National Executive Committee was obtained. And after dissolving itself, they set up the David Mark-led leadership to take over the party in accordance with ADC constitution. What else is remaining?
My final question to you.
No, you saw the chief of staff telling you that no. They don't want anybody to leave ADC. Let them remain in ADC. Scatter them, fight them, destroy them. We will support you. And he mentioned their names. Abejide, he mentioned their names. Nafiu Bala, he said it openly. That is the only thing that is remaining.
Mr.
don't have any legal
Mr. Okonkwo, my final question to you quickly. You oppose Rotimi Amechi as a running mate of Atiku Abubakar. Do you still hold that view?
First and foremost, I do not know where you got that from.
Do you support Rotimi Amechi?
First and foremost, Rotimi Amechi is the choice of the party and everybody that is a loyal party member.
So you are denying
support.
You are denying your earlier position about a Rotimi Amechi.
No, I said I expected that the vice president should come from Southeast. It was a geopolitical expression, not the person of anybody. And of course, I understood the limitations within the Electoral Act 2026. Remember, for anybody to be eligible to contest, you must have been a member 21 days before the primary. So the people from the Southeast that I would have preferred, strictly speaking, we are not even registered members. So we are restricted. Rotimi Amechi, Hayatuddin, Atiku Abubakar, Peter Obi, these were the people that we are showing interest to contest the presidential election. And then when Peter Obi left, Southeast was thrown into confusion. And you have to pick a vice president that has a elicited interest that he wants to embark on the onerous duty of campaigning around the nation. Rotimi Amici got up to 500 and something voters in the primary. You cannot alienate them. What I was agitating is that even if you have constraints, you ought to get the people of Southeast and sit down with them and say, look, these are my constraints. And because of this, even if this is not there, this are there, then they will know what they will present to their people. I have said it.
So you brought...
Now that you guys are done watching, please do well to subscribe to my YouTube channel. And don't forget to turn on the notification bell so that you can get more updates from this channel. And don't forget also to drop a comment as regards this matter. Tell me, do you think this young man is talking from the point of fear by using morale and confidence to cover the fear? Or he feels he did not do anything wrong? Please, I want to hear it in the comment section. Thank you.